When secular history records the events of the 20th and 21st century, the influence of Dr. Billy Graham will be over all the pages. God has used this man in a way that few have ever been used in the history of the church. Simply the Spirit of God coming upon the man of God, giving the message of salvation of Jesus Christ to the world. We in CEF carry out that same message. Our desire is to evangelize the boys and the girls of the world today with a gospel, clear biblical presentation of the gospel, as Dr. Billy Graham has always done. There's a kind of a human history story that kind of goes in the CF family. We talk about it many times over the years, and that's a story that comes when Billy Graham and Ruth Graham first met. They were at Wheaton College, and they were getting ready for a child evangelism event that was taking place. And so they were praying before the event. All the girls were in one room and the boys were in another room, and they were praying for what was about to take place and going out to reach the children. And as the story goes, there was a booming voice coming out of the boys' room. It was a man's voice, and Ruth Graham, having never met the man, heard that voice and said, "I want to get to know that man." And ultimately, God brought them together. They were married, and for decades they served the Lord together. Isn't that a cool story? And CEF's a part of it. You know, in my life, I've been greatly honored that as a little boy, I attended the famous Billy Graham Crusade in 1957, in that crusade of New York City, the most famous of all crusades. I was just about 10 or 12 years old. A crusade that started off for just 6 weeks, ended up almost 16 weeks long, packing Madison Square Garden out every night to the limit. And thousands upon thousands of souls came to know Christ. And then later as an adult, I attended one of his crusades in another city, and I saw again the Spirit of God moving just in an unusual way when he gave out the message, a simple message. But God moved through him, and the great power behind that message brought souls just screaming down the aisles, wanting to get their heart right with God. Our purpose in CF is the same. Our desire is to give out a clear biblical presentation of the gospel without compromise, without diluting it, without leaving any part out, but clearly presenting it out. And we in CF want the Spirit of God, because we know that's the only way the message works, through the message to reach children with the gospel of Jesus Christ. Last Sunday, I attended a church service, and to my surprise, the pastor got up and he asked how many people were saved or greatly influenced through the ministry of Billy Graham. And we looked around, and hands all over the auditorium went up, and people had come to know the Lord through this ministry. My own father-in-law, I know, 90 days before his death, came to know the Lord watching Billy Graham on television. You know, God has used this man in such a special way, and we are challenged to continue to carry this message out, the message of reaching boys and girls. And right now, our prayers and condolences go out to the Graham family and all the related members of that family at this time, but I know you're rejoicing in what God has done through Billy Graham. We, in turn, rejoice with you in the greatness of this message going out through a man of God using the power of God and the Spirit of God to accomplish the purpose of God.